Hello there. What I'm going to do today is take you through how we can take these three images over on the right hand side and come up with this image on the left hand side as an end result. The first thing we're going to do is to actually just select all of those. We're going to stack the three images. They've all been taken at slightly different settings. I'm going to use Zarine Stacker as my stacking tool. And the first thing we'll do here is actually drag those three images across to this part of Zarine. And I'll just open that up a little. Go up there. And we are going to do the two methods that are available, which is both Pmax and Dmap. I think this one is one that I tend not to use that much because the results I tend to get are better with the Dmap, but I do both just in case. And we'll see what happens. It takes a few minutes to actually go through this. So the first run through is doing the Pmax. And it just does one run through of each one, and you see on the right hand side the combined image, and on the left hand side it's cycling through these images here. So it's just about finished now. It's created the Pmax one, and now it's going down and doing the Dmap. So same thing again, it's doing a composite image over on the right hand side. It does two passes with this one. The second one does a bit of cleanup. What you'll actually see on the end result with this one is that there's a fair bit of sort of splodgy stuff around here in particular, probably an unwanted highlight in there and some other rubbish around the edge, and we'll try and get rid of that. If we look at the Pmax rather than, that's looking at the Dmap result, we look at the Pmax and it's actually not too bad. It's got rid of some of that stuff around there anyway, but I'll go through the other one just for the benefit of showing you how to actually do it. So the first thing we're going to do here is to go into retouching mode, and it's going to be retouching this image, this Dmap image. So I'll just maximize that. Now when you have an image on this side highlighted, and it can be any one of those or the one that you're not using here, when you've got that highlighted and you press the S key, it actually shows you what that image would look like. So you can see there, it actually gets rid of a lot of that stuff. So what I can now do, I can change the size of the circle by scrolling on the mouse, and if I left click the mouse, it actually puts the other image in that area that I sort of go over, so that now you can see it's disappeared, and when I press the S key, you can see that that is now showing what the other image was actually showing. So we'll just do that on a few areas where we've got some of the crappy stuff. A little bit there. And I think it's a bit round here. And this one here is the image that is closest to the viewer. So the things that are closest to me are the things that are in focus. If I go back to the first one here, it's the focus is towards the back of the photo. Now, it might not look like much, but it does make a difference, particularly when you've got a lot of images that you've stacked. So I'm just going to get rid of this whitish edge around that one. That's now nicely in focus. I'm also going to get rid of this highlight here because that really detracts from the look. You can see that's gone pretty quickly. And over on this side, there's a little bit of yellow on the over the blue tack, which is a bit annoying. So I'll just get rid of that as well. And I'm going to just make this bigger and just get rid of this guff around the outside, even though we're going to get rid of that in a subsequent session anyway, but just for cleanliness purposes. And if I now have a look at that, that's actually not too bad. So we then go to commit retouching, and that will make our changes live in a third option down in the output images area, and we can then save that as an image its own right. So we'll call that retouched and save. and then we can, it's done, we can then close that down, and then we'll go to the next part of the session.